Good evening everyone and welcome to No Man's Land and welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well and hope you've all had a great week so far. So we are back for what may be the last stream on No Man's Land, depends how we get on with finishing off the harvest and selling everything off. So maybe the next stream will be transitioning to the new map. We may start on the new map. We'll see how tonight goes. So we've got plenty to do. What we're going to do is start off with the grass field. So we're pretty much carrying on straight from where we left off the last stream in July. So I thought we'd do, as the grass is ready to harvest, we'll get that cut, bale it up, wrap the bales of silage, and then once we've skipped through to October, November, when the rest of the crops will be ready to harvest, they'll be ready to sell. So we'll get the mows on and go and make a start on that. Stevie's going to start off selling the manure. I've added a manure slurry sell point so we can actually sell the manure and slurry we've got. So Stevie's going to start selling that off while we make a start on the mowing. So how are you, Stevie?
Yeah, I'm all good, yeah. Long day in work today now, but here I am again. One more day to work tomorrow and then it's my weekend.
Nice. Oh, it's good to have you on again.
Ah, yeah, no problem. Tis nice to be on anyway.
Our stream deck's still playing up with the slow delay on buttons. Although it's a little bit better, I'm still having a few issues with it. Oh, there we go. Hopefully that sound volume's adjustment's a little bit better. So yeah, I hope you've all had a great week. I'll try and catch up on chat in a second. I'm just going to go and make a start on the mowing, so we're actually doing something. So for anyone that missed the previous stream, we are going to move on to a new map after we've finished up here. Just something a bit different. As much as I love No Man's Land, I'm ready for a change. I'm going to keep these narrow as I do, because it keeps a narrower swath and it drops it, which means you don't miss as much with the balers. So we'll start this. Steve is going to come up after he's sold some of the manure and start baling up. So who we got in the chat? We've got Adnan Farm saying hi, how to you. I just noticed as well Cloudbot's not working again. I did put a command in for a link to Stevie's channel, that's not come up. Nothing I need to try and sort out. Chris saying evening to you, Sim. Evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Boss 2 saying sub. Hey to you. Christian saying hello. Hey to you. Aptem, I'm not sure if that's how you say name, but welcome to the stream and hello to you as well. Edgar Gomez Rodriguez saying hello. Hey to you. Shadow Wolf also saying hello there. So we may as well cut right up to the edge of this field, rather than just stick to that field boundaries, as we do own all the grass. Nikki saying hey, great to see you again, good to see you as well. Storm Call saying hello there, hey to you, good to see you in the stream again. Hope you're all having a great week. Clayton's in the chat again saying hi, Sim Farm and Stevie, busy week this week, good to hear, hope you're doing well. The mod list, I updated the No Man's Land mod list a little bit. I think there may still be a couple of mods missing off it. Tree stump. That's one thing I never ever got round to doing, was removing those tree stumps. I kept saying I'll get a stump grinder at some point and remove those, never did get round to it. But hey ho, yeah, I still need to do the mod list for the Western Wilds. Create that, which I'll try and do this weekend. The No Man's Land mod list should be pretty much up to date, I say minus a couple of mods, because I updated that and put the new save game from episode 80 up on to download on there as well. There's a few mods that aren't on there because there's links aren't available anymore, so I've For the save game, I had to make a few changes to the farm just to remove the mods I don't have links for. And I also changed a few of the animal pens around just to make it easier, so you're not downloading 3-4 different mods for the animal pens. It's most of them are under one mod now, just to make life a little bit easier. Which map will be next? At the moment it's going to be Calmlands, unless anything else comes out between now and then. Calmlands is most likely the destination, and then I'm thinking once we finish on Calmlands we'll have a look at doing something like different, so maybe like an American map or somewhere else. But so we'll see what maps are available when the time comes. Well, at the moment Calmlands is the one I'm most likely going to move to. Tom's saying hi Sim, hey to you. V Farming saying hey Sim and Stevie, hey to you. Alexandre, how long does it last? The stream will be on for around about 3 hours, so up till about 11 PM depending where we are. If there's not much to do just to finish things off, we'll then may go a little bit longer, but hopefully we'll be finished all before 11, or by 11 at least. Jamie Ailing saying hey Sim, hope you had a good bank holiday weekend here in the UK also. Yeah. It was well, Thursday and Friday were nice days. Me and the wife went out Thursday, we had a day out, and then Friday I was out in the garden. Got the nice sight of watching the Lancaster bomber fly overhead. So they got the Midlands Air Show on over the weekend. My house is under like a light aircraft, small aircraft flight path, so we often get small prop planes and helicopters fly over. So on Friday afternoon I was out in the garden and the Lancaster bomber flew over, going towards the air show in Warwick, which was quite a nice sight to see. Quite an experience as well, listening to that fly over. It was actually, obviously I'm quite, well, not that far away from where the air show was, but it was obviously going into land at the time, so it was quite low. It was quite an impressive sound listening to the 4 engines of that going overhead. Saturday was quite rainy, so I didn't get much done in the garden. Sunday weren't much better, but other than that, I had a nice relaxing weekend anyway. Nice to get a bit of a break. Stevie's just loading up the manure, so he's just over there behind the cow pasture. So he's emptying the manure pit at the moment. He's going to take that down to the manure sell point and sell that. And then once he's done that, I think there's about 50,000 litres in there. Should be a couple of trailer loads.
Yeah, loading 1,000 litres at a time.
Oh, I forgot we've only got that little bucket, haven't we? You can just park next to the manure pit and auto fill it.
Yeah, but that's not realistic though, is it?
No, but it's quicker. I don't know if I've got any bucket mods installed. I usually use the was it the Bressel and Lard buckets? They usually like 2,000-3,000 litre capacity for the front loaders. Don't think I've got them installed on here though. Nope. Something we'll have to change over for the next map. Get a better bucket, or get a telehandler with a bigger bucket on that. Damien Fontaine saying hello, Sim, hello Stevie from France, hey to you, and welcome to the stream. Emmett Olsen also saying hi Sim, hey to you. And Rock Burbage saying hey Sim and Stevie, hey to you. VE Farming saying, can you tell Stevie that I love his videos and he needs to keep up the good work? There you go Stevie, VE Farming loves your videos.
Thank you.
Hopefully you heard him say thank you. I did remember to put the game sounds on this week. James saying awesome here, awesome to hear man. Unfortunately missed the red arrows over Devon as I was visiting Bath. Good to hear you had a good stream tonight, and have a good stream tonight. Yeah, the red arrows flew over near me, but I didn't see those. I think that was a little bit further over. So they flew over kind of like the next village over from where I am. So there's some pictures on Facebook of them flying over the area, but I missed them. I did manage to see them last year. That flew over. Can't remember when that was, where they was going at that time. I think the Red Arrows seem to have a busy weekend. That was all over the place over the Jubilee weekend. Yeah, being on that flight path, we often get a lot of like military aircraft, like old military aircraft like Chinooks. We had Spitfires flying over. Last year for the D-Day they had the I can't remember which plane is it, the DC mine's gone blank, whichever the DC plane was they used in D-Day landings, flew over last year. Martin's saying hi, hey to you. Storm saying, oh yeah, we can hear Steve real good now, it's a lot better than when you started streaming. Yeah, I've tried, what I did, because the way the game sounds work, I've got him set to 100%, so I increased the game sound on the stream, but then lowered the in-game sounds a little bit, but kept the voice chatting game at 100%, so to try and offset it a little bit. That's the only way I could think of getting it to work. Oxidana saying sup, I'm back, welcome back. I hope you're doing well as well. Olden Arrow 13 saying hi, hey to you, and welcome to the stream. DC 10, is that, yeah, for some reason I couldn't remember what it was then. I was thinking DC 10, I thought, no, that's not right, is it? Yeah, I think it was more like a DC3 or something. Yeah, DC3 sounds better. I should know it. I've got a model kit to build of one somewhere. I've got a model kit of the Lancaster bomber as well for the dam busters, which I'll eventually get round to building one day. Golden Arrow saying, love the vids, keep it up, thank you. We appreciate that. I'll do my best to keep it up. Struggling a bit, I just did see one chat, Longgill saying, hi Sim and Stevie in the chat, hey to you. Where's that comment gone? Oh, Joe V saying, what happened to your comms and series? Basically, I was struggling to get the time to record anything for the other channel. Been so busy with other stuff, finding the time just to keep up videos for this channel was getting a bit difficult. This channel being obviously my main channel was always the priority, so couldn't sacrifice doing videos for this channel for the other one, unfortunately. I do hope to get back to the other channel though at some point, but I'm not 100% sure when just yet. I need to get back ahead with this channel to make life a bit easier. This is the Axion 900, 920. So this one is from the class tractors pack, which is on model, so it can have the front loader on it. So it's not the in-game one; it's a slightly modded version. Storm saying, hey Simon, on your next live series, are you going to want more people? I don't know yet. It depends where we are, but possibly depending, I say, where we are when we finish tonight. But if we're doing a transition to the new map on the next stream, rather than getting everything set up to go straight away, then I don't know what we'll have to do yet. So maybe, but I can't say for definite just yet. Aramo, no, I don't use a steering wheel. I do have one, but I don't use it. As I kept saying in the last stream, I keep having too many problems with it at the moment. I will get back to using it at some point, but for the time-lapse videos I'll stick to using the Xbox controller. And I just find it far easier, more convenient to use the Xbox controller than messing around with the wheel and side panel. I suppose if I spent enough time playing with the side panel and the steering wheel, I'd get used to it. It would be a lot more easy to use. These mowers, I can't remember what these mowers need. The rear one needs 160 and the front one needs 70, which isn't actually too bad. Seems quite low actually, considering it's got the cross cut and on there as well. I thought that would have been close to 200. Yeah, so the Vicon, that needs 240 horsepower for the rear one, that one's only 160, which isn't too bad. Philippe, thank you very much for the subscription. Hope you enjoy the content. Storm, have you increased the speed of the FDR logging machines? If you have, how? They just won't show up in game. You need to adjust the XML file for the mod, and then it's just the max speed forward, max speed reverse. I think 9 miles an hour. Well, I changed mine to 15 because it's in, on the XML files it's in kilometres. So they're set to 5 kilometres an hour, which is way too slow for me. I think I set it to 15, which takes it up to 9, which I think is probably a little bit too fast. Probably do with going around about 12 kilometres an hour. I think would be a slightly better speed. More than anything, what I need to do is just try and adjust the acceleration, because it just accelerates so fast. So when I've got the increased speed, it gets up to like maximum speed a bit too fast. So when you're trying to just load up, the lorry it like shoots forward a bit too much. That's one thing I've not worked out how to currently do yet, is just lower that so it's not quite so reactive when you accelerate. But the main reason why I increased it was because I didn't have a low loader to transport it back to the farm, and I thought there was no way I'm sitting there driving 3 miles an hour back to the farmyard. So I was like, stopped the recording, jumped out, changed the XML file and then jumped back in. Did you, I'm presuming you extracted the files and then changed them. Once you changed them, did you re-zip the file? What you need to make sure as well is when you extract the files, it doesn't delete the original zip folder. So if you leave them in the unzip file, make changes, when you load back into the game, it'll only use the zip folder file that may still be in your mod folder, which will have the original XML settings in. So you either need to remove that one or overwrite it with the new one. It's a mistake I made when I first started adjusting XMLs, was I'd extract it but forget the zip folder was still in the mod folder, and obviously it default to using that one rather than the unzip folder I had in there while I was messing around making changes. Yeah, you've re-zipped it. What are you using to make the changes to the XML file? Are you using Notepad Plus or just standard Notepad? Kubota pack's not available just yet. I don't think it comes out until the 28th of June, I think it is. But we're pretty much all done. Yep. Let's get these folded up. Adnan saying love FS22. Yeah, I enjoy it. I've started enjoying it a bit more now, especially with the Western Wilds, with having the FDR logging equipment. It's made progressing a lot easier, a lot quicker as well. Kind of put the fun back into it for me for a bit. So earlier this year I was starting to get really frustrated with the game and kind of losing interest in it, and I think it was because I'm finding the FS22 generally, at least with most of the base game stuff, is very slow. It's much more of a grind than previous versions. So I kind of was struggling to keep motivated to play it when I was really struggling to make any progress. But once you see the next few episodes of the Western Wilds, I've made quite a lot of progress in a few episodes. I won't give any spoilers away. And the next episode 10 should be up tomorrow. I've got 11 recorded and edited. I've got to render that tonight for Friday. and then I've got episode 12 to edit. I'll finish recording that this afternoon. Right, we'll get the... I'm not going to bother collecting the bales up, Stevie. We'll just leave them in the field until they're ready to sell. No point loading them up, unloading them, and then loading them back up again.
Exactly, yeah. Well, there's still some more manure if you want to load that up.
Yeah, we might as well. There's some left. Actually, we'll see how much it is, because we're going to get more over the next... I could leave that until we skip time. We might get another full load. Right, until we've got the baling done, there's not much I can do. Until we skip a bit of time.
Unless if you want to sell some of the slurry.
Yeah, we need a slurry tanker though, so I'm just going to look now, see what's available.
Oh, does the tanker we have only do milk and water, is it?
I don't know, I'll check. I think it does, if I can find it. Oh, well, I was in the right category. Drawing a blank now where it actually is. Try trailers. Nope. Animals. Yeah, it only does milk and water. Slurry tankers. There's many transport trailers. 52,000. Giraffe? Paying that much? Right, yeah, I did install those lizard ones, which are for the semi-truck. Oh, that's quite expensive as well. 90 grand. Oh, I don't know what to do now. B. Williams saying good afternoon, Sim Farmer, and all you groovy people. So I was gonna get one of those lizard. Well, that one's only 25,000 litre. $63,000. Expensive. Oh, this is one of those things where I wish we was doing leasing. Tom was saying, I've just thought the tractor's a bit overkill. That tractor, 320 horsepower, I think, the class, but that's pretty much all we've got to use. So 325 for the class. Stevie's got the 6R, which is 280, and then the only other tractor we've got is that, so there's not much choice. But don't forget you got the front mower and the rear mower, so you got 160, 170 to 230, so it's a little bit overpowered for what you need for it, but say use what you've got. Adam Megnar saying, how's everyone doing? I'm very well, thank you. Hope you are too. Tom, so you plan on using a forage harvester? That would be nice. Yeah, we will do. Not now, obviously, but on the new map, we'll probably look at getting a forage harvester and doing some like maize silage. for something a bit different. Nigh Prater 823 saying hi Sim, hey to you, and Ford Kart saying thank you for the videos, no worries, glad you enjoy them. Raven Jock saying yo, hey to you. Ford Kart saying hi Sim Farmer, hey to you. Buy the 25 end trailer and make multiple trips. Yeah, we'd have to make 4 trips. More than 4 trips. I think we've got 131,000 litres currently. Yeah, we need to do something because I'm just standing around at the moment doing anything. How much is the semi? 130 for that one, 120 for that one. This is where I wish there was something. There's that on the used equipment, but it doesn't do slurry, unfortunately. We could get a dolly. Where's the dollies? That would be the cheaper option for now. Well, let's just get the dolly. We'll get the bigger one. So. That's horrible. Do I have a proper like metal colour? Obviously not. We'll keep the normal plate standard. We'll use this one. We're going to make quite a lot of money off the slurry anyway, because the mod I've put in's got quite high sell price for slurry. It's probably a little bit too high in my opinion. We'll go and grab this and then get about 3 loads in. Let me know when you've finished baling and I'll speed up time, Stevie.
Yeah, will do.
If you're a farm manager, your name should be there. If you're just a farm hand, then it won't appear in the videos. It's only the farm manager that appears in the videos. I did go through the list the other day and check through, so if your name's not on there, I may have even missed it, or you're on a farm hand, not farm manager. Adnan saying time to go, so no worries. Well, thank you for stopping by to watch. So that's the slurry yard and manure yard. I think it's the one from Mississippi. I used it on No Man's Land on FS22 to sell the digestate. I was getting mountains and mountains and mountains of digestate I just could not use. But I found the sell price for digestate was ridiculously high. I like making hundreds and hundreds of thousands from selling digestate. Ford Call, how do you decide on a new map to start on a new series? I usually download a few maps and have a look around them. Often I'll usually get a feel for a map if I like the look of it. Some maps you download and you look around and you think, no, you kind of know straight away that that's a map you're not going to enjoy. Western Wilds was one. Literally as soon as I saw that was released, I downloaded it, had a look around, and I was like, yeah, I want to do this map. There's been other times where I've downloaded maps that have looked really good from screenshots, but then when I've actually downloaded it and looked around, button there. It's something you just don't get a good feeling for some maps. Other maps I've tried in the past where I've not had that feeling when I've looked around it and I thought I'll give it a go, and I've struggled to enjoy them. Alien Jim in the chat, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by the stream.
Listen, we both love Alien Jim maps.
Yeah. I'll say,
Has he any new one in the works just yet?
I don't know, I think he's working on the animal pens at the moment, which I'm looking forward to. We'll say with the FDR logging stuff now, I'm really enjoying the Western Wilds. So thanks for making another awesome map for Alien Jim. MigJack32 saying hey yo, hey to you. SGT Tasman saying hey Sim, hey to you as well. Practical Play saying hey Sim. Clayton saying check your email, it says Farm Manager. I'll have a look tomorrow, I'll check before I edit the next videos. It may have been when I updated the list it hadn't registered you becoming a member of. Oh, that's the one downside. It's going to be a slow drive back down to the four trips with the lower capacity one, maybe a bit quicker. Right. I'm going to drop this off. I'm going to bite the bullet and buy the semi. Oh, I'm going to drop that one off. We'll take the dolly back. We'll buy the semi. We're going to buy a semi at some point anyway, so we'll get one now. That's what I input the mod in for anyway. Pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple on pizza. I don't care if anybody doesn't. Hawaiian pizza's one of my favourite toppings. Paul, no, this is a completely separate save to the time-lapse series. So you've not missed anything from not watching the streams. One of the reasons why I kept them separate, because I know not everyone watches the streams. And then for those that do follow along with the time-lapse, if I'm doing like 3-4 hour streams in between episodes, people then may get a bit annoyed that they're missing out on not being able to see the progress. So you go from one episode to the next episode and so much has happened and you're just like, when did he do that? When did that happen? So I decided to keep them separate, which is something I prefer myself anyway. Because I don't always watch live streams, and it's when you're watching the series and then they're like, oh, we did this and that and that and this and that in the live stream, and you're like, well, I don't watch the live streams. I missed it. But if you don't watch the live streams and you do want to catch up, then check out Stevie's channel, Steve 4K Gaming. There is a link in the description down below. He does the time-lapse videos for the live streams from his point of view. So if you want to go and catch up with what we've done from the beginning, then check out Stevie's channel. See how well we can get a worker to take our class back. We'll go and see Barbara after by a semi. Hello Barbara. I was really hoping one would come up on the used equipment, but no luck, no joy. Trucks. I don't know what the difference is between that one and this one. Slightly different model. I'll go this one, it's 10 grand cheaper. go with that one. Oh, we'll keep it random because we're both going to be using it. That's a good horn. You can't hear the horn from in cab. Raven Jock saying, sorry I gotta go. No worries, thanks for stopping by. Help if I actually put cruise control on. Full cop, kinda like my other question, how do you decide what brand of equipment do you use in the series? American map equipment, UK? I always try and use different stuff on every kind of series, so I always try and use different tractors. So from the brand point of view, it just depends on what's available. It's like I've used some of the John Deere stuff on the Western Wilds because that was what was available, like fairly cheap tractors that had the decent horsepower to use. So I didn't choose John Deere because I wanted John Deere specifically. It was just because that's what was available for the first tractor, the small John Deere. The front loader, it was fairly cheap to buy and help get some progress going. Okay, this is even worse than the actual tractor. Oh, we're going. I think 50,000 litres may be a little bit too much. I think the tractor was better. Oh, that's a bit of a letdown. Oh, spot that one. See if we can pull 30,000 litres. We're moving a little bit faster now. Yeah. It's not too bad. I think 30,000 litres probably seems about the max limit. Storm Sun, I have 740 hours on FS22, 780 over on No Man's Land 8. Yeah, I've got 324 hours I think in total on No Man's Land on FS22 so far. I'm not sure what I've got on the Western Wilds, but I'm up to 10 episodes, no 12 episodes now, so probably close to 80 odd hours. Maria saying, hello, just finished my 3-hour FS22 session, what happened? Not a lot, we've just cut the grass field for Stevie's baling up now for silage, and then we're going to skip through to finish off the harvesting. Well, I need to add back in the 20,000 litres I deleted. Akash saying, hi, I am your biggest fan. Well, thank you for that, I appreciate that. Boss 2 saying, gotta go bye. No worries, thanks for stopping by the stream. 69 Light saying, hi, hey to you. Tomorrow's time lapse will be the Western Wilds. Yes, episode 10 on the Western Wilds will be up tomorrow, normal time. That's already uploaded, ready to go. So I've got episode 11 is edited. That's all ready to render after I finish the stream. I just must remember to actually set it to render when I finish tonight. Last week I forgot. So I got up into the office Thursday morning to upload the video for that day, and then I realised I forgot to actually set it to render before I went to bed. I'm going to take that extension middle 40. I'm going to leave that standard. I need to check how much was the actual extension. I don't feel like I should pay for an extension that doesn't work. 9990. Oh, I'm going to add that back in. I feel like I was robbed. Sold something that doesn't work. Harry Nash saying hello, hey to you. Ford Colt IC, I appreciate. I've watched about every video you've made since about a year ago. I've always wondered how you set up a series like how you plan progress. I kind of have a rough idea of what I want to do when I start. Like, I'll have a look around the map. Especially a series like this, I'll kind of have a rough idea of what I want to do before I actually start. So I'll work out kind of what tractor I want to buy first, so I know roughly how much money I need, and then go from there. I think when I started this No Man's Land, there wasn't as many mods around, like the Western Wilds having that small John Deere, which is a lot cheaper than what I got the 6M4, made things a lot easier. But on maps, what I usually do as well, take into consideration, is especially start from scratch, is how much land value is. I've looked at some maps in the past where they've been fantastic looking maps, but the price of fields and that has been so expensive, it's just like you'll never make any progress on them. Not when like the smallest field on the map is like 300 and odd thousand, going up to like them millions for some of the bigger fields. It's like I'm never going to be able to afford to buy £1 million field. So maps like that are usually an off put, because they're just going to be too difficult to make any decent progress on. So I always usually look what the field values are, see if it's like there's potential to expand without having to grind to make hundreds and hundreds of thousands just to buy one field. And then depending how I start as well, if I'm doing no equipment, you need a map that's got enough going for it to have enough to do, so you can get a bit of variety early on. How long have you been playing FS? I started playing FS in FS15 on the Xbox, was the first game I ever played. I didn't play a huge amount back then. Consoles didn't have mods, so I only had the 2 base game maps. I literally played, was it the European map I played first? Played that till I got bored. Literally until I earned enough money to buy all the big equipment and got bored of it. Eventually went back to it after a while, and then played the American map and did the same thing. Started again, got to a point where I'd got loads of money, bought all the big equipment, got bored of it, then didn't play it again after that. Did the same with FS17 when that first came out, got it on Xbox. Played Goldcrest Valley until I bought loads of fields, got loads of money, got loads of big equipment. Didn't really look through the mods then. As I say, playing on console, I wasn't really that much up to mods and things. that were being available on 17, so I didn't really look through. So I literally played Goldcrest until I got bored of it, and then stopped playing FS17 completely for probably nearly a year before I went back to it. I've come to the wrong place. There's me getting carried away, not concentrating where I'm going. So yeah, what really got me hooked on FS17, I've said in the past, was Seasons mod on FS17 and the West Coast by Bullet Bill on when that was released on Xbox. So it was the first British map I ever played on FS. Being from Britain, playing the British map as well, I was with Seasons as well. It was like, oh, this is amazing. It's like whole different game. I kind of got hooked on it from there, and I've probably played pretty consistently since then. That was 2018-ish, I think. Back in just trying to think. Yeah, FS17 came out in 2016, so I think I was pretty much bored of it by Christmas that year, or just after Christmas. So I don't think I played it much at all during 2017. Towards the back end of it, I started getting back into it, and then throughout 2018 I was playing it quite a lot. That's when I decided, I think it was in August, I decided on playing this game quite a lot. I'd switched to PC by then. I thought, you know, I may as well start recording videos and then upload it to YouTube and see where it goes. So I think my first FS video was in September 2018, which was on the Baltic Sea, I think. Seems like forever ago. No, it was only just over 3 years ago. Seems a lot longer than that. Would you play an Australian map? I've never found any Australian maps I've liked. I've downloaded a few in the past. There was a couple I downloaded. There was nice maps, but the fields were just way too big. It was like, it'd probably take me about 3 episodes just to harvest one field. And it's kind of like that difficult map. I found it was a difficult map because every field was so big. It was like you can't really start off with small equipment because you just never get anything done. And I find if I start off with too big equipment to start with, I always find I get bored too quick. But maybe in the future for a multiplayer, like on the live streams when we can get more people on, it may be more doable. But I think for a single player, if the fields are too big, then I just find I end up not being able to get much done in videos. As I found out with Medicine Creek, sometimes I was spending three hours just harvesting one field, which I can't just harvest one field in a video. I need to try and do a few other things as well, so you end up spending 5-6 hours just recording one episode and having to cut out quite a lot, which I just don't have the time to do that. That's another consideration for me as well, is how big the fields are. So like Calmsden is a fantastic map and I really like it, but I do find the fields are a little bit on the large side. So it's not bad once you've progressed quite a bit and you've got bigger equipment, or you've got multiple like combines, and you get course play running and stuff. Obviously makes it a lot easier, but when you're starting out, it's a killer. I live in the UK, Akash. Steve, are you still baling?
Just finished now, so I'm going to give the sheep some hay and then we can skip time.
Alright, nice one. Yeah, just make sure we'll keep an eye on the animals when we skip through. Big T Farm, I've been a member for 3 months at the farm handler level. Thank you for that. I really appreciate your extra support. Jack32, I have to buy big equipment because I get really bored with the small equipment. Yeah, so it's each to their own. It's like what I enjoy the most about farms is that starting off small and progressing towards getting bigger stuff. That's what I enjoy the most about playing the game. That's pretty much how I've always enjoyed it. It was like what I really loved when I first started playing was having the small tractors and then like grinding away, harvesting fields, earning money to like upgrade the equipment. So it's like saving up, like buy a slightly bigger trailer so I can haul more grain each trip. Then getting a bigger seed drill, getting a bigger combine with header. So it was always that progress into larger equipment, bigger fields. That's what I really enjoyed the most about playing. So how much we got left? Let's do the last load of slurry for now. How much is in there? Well, we'll leave that there until we've got more. So I've taken a half load. How much milk we got? 17,000 litres. Not quite enough for a full load of that yet. Are you mixing up some TMR?
Yeah, we'll do that there now.
Chickens are fine. Sheep are fine. I don't think we need to move any. No, all the wool's gone. I was going to say, let me just check that. I think the spinner has got wood planks. We're fine on the wood for there. That should be fine for a little bit. Yeah, there's no point. Any more wool we'll get now, we'll sell because I don't think we'll get through the wool that's in the spinnery. So there's no point taking any more wool there. So just check the greenhouses, what we're doing, storage, plenty of space. I'll speed that up just a little bit now. Vince, was it planned to have Western Wild series in a similar style of Crater Lake? It wasn't specifically planned that way. I just wanted to do that start from scratch. I decided to go with the pickup truck rather than a quad bike though. I felt with the reduction in price of a lumber, even with the slightly higher price at the train yard on the Western Wilds, I thought starting off with a quad bike may be a little bit too much, even the Mahindra, so decided to start off with a pickup on that one. But it was just those sheds are available, what buildings were available at the time to use. So I decided to go straight with the cows on that one to get those up and running, while I then start getting fields set up. And so it wasn't specifically set to be like Crater Lake, like in that way. It was just it was always going to be similar, using like US equipment and stuff. Raven Jock saying I'm back. Nice one, welcome back. Sim, would you ever consider doing a series of older smaller tractors and building a smaller farm? If there's enough stuff available, then possibly in the future. At the moment on the Western Wilds, obviously I've got a bit of a mix. I've got some modern equipment mixed with some older tractors and stuff, because it's just what's available. Most of the stuff I'm using is off Mod Hub, so it's kind of what's available on websites that are suitable to download stuff from. Agritomo saying, hey Sim, I haven't watched in a while, but does the little title mean you are ending Well, we're moving on from no man's land possibly after this stream. We're not going to start again. We're going to transfer over all the equipment, all the money. So anything we can't transfer over, like the buildings, we'll sell off. We'll sell off all the crops we've got, all the bales, apart from a few that we'll keep. I want to transfer the animals over, so we'll keep the sheep, cows and chickens, although they won't be the exact same ones. But technically we'll be taking the animals with us. All the equipment, I think we've sold all the equipment we're not taking off. So we sold the seed drills last time, the 2 disc arrows as well. I don't think there's anything else we're not going to take with us at the moment. I think we've pretty much sorted everything else. So we'll take over all the money, all the equipment, and say the animals to the new map. So we're not starting completely from scratch, because we're only doing 1 stream a week, sometimes 2. We're not getting a huge amount of progress each week, so I don't want to go back completely to 0. So it may look like we've got a lot of money, but once we get on the new map, start buying a few buildings, some land, that's quickly going to disappear. After the next series though, we'll probably look at starting again, but not a complete start from scratch. Maybe a fresh start on a new map with some equipment to start with. But we'll decide that in the future. We'll see how we go with the next series first. Thomas Axelson saying, hey Sim, why don't you use loose hay and straw and silage? Why don't I use... main reason I've not used any loose material so far on FS22 is just because I don't have a loading wagon to pick it up. I did intend to get a loading wagon so I could do silage in the clamp I built on no man's land. But then I never got round to actually buying the loading wagon, and I always felt that because I've got the bale out, it's pointless wasting money on a loading wagon just to pick up hay, straw, and do silage in a pit when I can just do it in bales. As I said before, I found FS22 a grind to get any decent progress, so I didn't want to waste money on buying equipment I didn't really need to use, although it would have added a little something a bit different. It's not that I didn't want to do it, it's more I just found like it was difficult to justify buying that piece of equipment for just doing something in a different way that I could do with bales basically. But I do try and change things up a little bit. No man's land I think will be changing soon. Over the next in-game year I'm hoping to get a forage harvester next in-game year, so I can do maize silage. And then what I'm thinking of doing for the cattle farm is replace the round baler, so I won't do silage bales anymore. I'll do silage for the cows using the forage harvester, and then for hay I'll get a square baler. So I'll probably only do grass cutting for hay, and then maize silage for the silage, just so it's something a bit different, because I've been doing a lot of grass and grass baling. I think we're good to go now, almost, Stevie.
Yeah, I've just one more silage bale open, so I might as well just mix it.
Yeah, they've got plenty of stuff. Yeah, so it's just the way it works out. It's the same with everyone saying, oh, get a new tractor. Like at the moment, I spent a lot more money on the potato harvesting setup than I was expecting to. I hadn't quite realised that the harvester was so expensive. And then when I put the building in, I wasn't expecting I'd needed to buy conveyors to get that to work properly. I tried just backing the trailer straight in there, and it was virtually impossible for the trailer I'd got to pick up the trigger. You kind of had to bash it right into the little conveyor. I tried the one conveyor and I couldn't get that to work, so I had to buy the transfer conveyor as well. And then I forgot you needed the bagging station, which is another nearly 40,000. So yeah, the potato harvesting thing has cost me a hell of a lot more money than I kind of anticipated. It's like I probably would have, if I'd have realised it was going to cost that much, would have put that off a year and done something different that would have made better use of all that money, because I think it's going to take a while for the potatoes to pay off. Especially using precision farming as well, the yield I got off that field wasn't great. I think it was only around about 70% for most of it. That's because the soil type where that particular field isn't the best for potatoes. So I'm going to try creating another field for potatoes for next year, which hopefully I'll get a much better yield off it. We'll see. Oh, that's one thing I was going to ask as well, Stevie. What do you think about adding precision farming to the next map? Yeah or no?
Yes, indeed. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, definitely. And the enhanced Glaax
Yeah,
mod.
yeah. I was thinking because we're going to start in fresh, it makes sense if we're going to put it on like from the get-go rather than try and add it midway through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, precision farming is great because at least we don't have to fertilise twice and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, well, you say that. I found after reading through the precision farming thing, you get a better environmental score if you don't fertilise at the same time as sowing your crop, because you can't.
Oh,
If you use the crop sensor when you fertilise, you get a better environmental score boost, which you can't do while you're sowing. I need to test it myself actually. I'm going to try it out on the next fields I do. Try just sowing the crop and then fertilising after, see what that does to the environmental score.
yeah, the environmental score is great when you're above 50.
Yeah.
So you get nice bonuses.
Spraying weeds with the spot sprayer as well, you get a maximum boost of 30 points, where you only get 20 for using a mechanical weeder, and then I think it's 10 points if you don't do any weeding at all.
Okay, let's skip to harvest time, so.
Alright. Well, we'll skip through till... Oh, I can just sleep calmly. I keep forgetting you can sleep. What map are you planning on going to? Calm Lands at the moment is the most likely destination, unless another map comes out within the next week that looks suitable. Calm Lands is a map a lot of people have asked me to do something on. Neither me or Stevie have done anything on it, so it'll be new to both of us. Vince saying, I'm really enjoying your both series right now too. Your single player No Man's Land is still going strong. Right, yeah, we're continuing that. I've still got loads more I want to do in No Man's Land time-lapse series, so still plenty more to come on that. So as long as we just keep an eye on everything, I think cows should be fine for a while. Production should be fine as well. The only one we need to check is planks, because the storage is filling up on the planks. Steve, if you want to head over there and start moving some pallets.
Yeah, will do.
Just so the storage
I
doesn't
think
fill
maybe
up.
slow down the time a small bit there, so we'll
Yeah.
get them moved.
Vincent, was it planned? Oh, I've read that one, sorry. Just trying, I took my eyes off the chat and I forgot where I was now. Where do you download your mods? Most of my mods are downloaded from the in-game mod hub. Other places I get is direct links from a lot of modders' Facebook pages. So if you're on Facebook, then there's a lot of good mod creators out there that post their links through their Facebook pages. I've got taken up a load of slurry down. Trying to think of some of the names. So Elk Mountain Modding is one. If you check out Elk Mountain Modding, that's where the open cow pasture is and the The cowshed on the Western Wilds is from Elk Mountain Modding. The greenhouses as well I'm using on No Man's Land time-lapse series are from Elk Mountain as well. They post their links on their Facebook page. Trying to think what other mod. I don't think I've got many mods so far direct off Facebook just yet. I've not really had much time to go through Facebook and see what's been released on there. But that's one of the other places I get. Yes, mods I used to use in FS19, although some of the mods on there, although their original links were still linked on dodgy file sharing sites. Unfortunately. I don't know if Yes Mods are doing FS22 mods, I haven't checked. King Mods was looking okay, but I've noticed quite a few mods on there that don't look like they're from the actual original mod creator, or they've got permission from them to convert that mod. So King Mods I'm still not 100% about. Oh, jackknife. But I did have a few mods off King Mods. The other one is GitHub as well. Again, if you know where to look, like an enhanced vehicle control mod is from GitHub. Currently like a work in progress version. Although I need to check see if there's any updates for that because I haven't checked for a while. But that's mostly at the moment pretty much the only places I've got mods from. I think the other one, LS Farming, Modding Velt as well. That's where I got the Bavarian Farm Pack Part 2 from. They usually have some good mods on there, LS Farming and Modding Velt. I can't really think of any other places I've got mods from for 22 so far. I basically avoid any mod site that uploads mods off the in-game mod hub and changes the links. So any website where you see mods off the in-game mod hub, they usually got different links attached to them. I avoid any site that has those. King Mods links stuff off the in-game model, but it takes you to the actual farming simulator website when you click on them to download. Agritomo saying, Stevie, how's the little one?
Great, yeah. Nearly 6 months old now.
6 months gone quick.
That is for sure. She's getting bigger by the day.
I can imagine. Oh, that's all the slurry. I'll leave that for a little bit. Oxidina, does anyone know how the bonus is calculated for precision farming? I think it is anything above an environmental score of 50 you get a bonus. Anything below 50 I think you get a penalty. I think the higher your score is, the higher the bonus is, but not 100% sure how it's calculated. Like what percentage it is extra you get.
It actually tells you on the precision farming screen where it tells you your score. It'll tell you if you're getting 2% deduction or it's all under the main score, I think.
Okay. So is it like 5% maximum bonus or?
I think sometimes I might have seen 6. I know I've seen a 6% deduction anyway.
Yeah. That's what I found on the Western Worlds, because I had no fields. There was no way to boost the environmental score, but it was like 1 point it was down to 32. I was getting hammered for the penalty.
I seen it down at 23. It was 23 before, so that was a nice hammer on the penalty.
I was like, this is stupid because I've got no fields. The only way you can get the environmental score up is like removing weeds or weed control, nitrogen levels, pH levels, and your tillage as well, depending on if you're ploughing or no-till. You obviously get better score for no-till over ploughing. I was like, well, I've got no fields. There's no possible way I can actually increase my environmental score. I mean, cutting down loads of trees probably doesn't do well, but I don't know if that actually impacts the has any impact on environmental score. I couldn't see it saying that anywhere, but it did seem to keep dropping every time I was cutting trees down. We've got quite a while to go actually. When will I do a face reveal? I don't know when, hopefully some point. Mick Jack, I wouldn't recommend Maypole because you can't place animal buildings. I probably wouldn't do Maypole. Don't think I've actually looked at that map. Tenor saying, seeing big thanks for downloading No Man's Land, the new save game. When is the Western World save game coming? Hopefully this weekend I'll get that sorted out. I was going to try and get the mod list sorted first. How much manure we've got? 24,000 litres. These still got straw. Yeah. Yeah, manure and slurry. I think if you've got the manure sensor on the oh no, the sensor on the slurry spreader as well, you get a better bonus, increased bonus than because you're using organic fertilizers. That's not something I've done yet on No Man's Land because the slurry spreader, when I looked at upgrading my slurry spreader to it, it was way too pricey at the time. I couldn't afford it, but that's something I'll have a look at doing as well. It's a shame they didn't adjust the base game sprayers though, so they had the spot spraying on rather than just the modded ones. It would have been nice if they had that feature to all of the sprays that were in the base game as well.
They've done the Coverland sprayers.
Yeah, the modded ones, yeah, they work on that, but they don't work on the base game stuff. It's like the base game tractors, you can add that sensor on, so you don't have to have the sensor on the front of the tractor. Davis Farming saying hello, hey to you. Thomas saying what's going on. At the moment we're just skipping through time and I'm just standing around talking, chatting, doing nothing.
While I do all the work.
Yeah, while Stevie does all the work. We need to get a move on. We're 20 past 9. I don't think we're going to get everything finished tonight. We might have to finish off the next stream and then transition over. Hans saying hello everyone, sorry for being late, there was a blackout in my town. No worries, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, waiting for slurry to grow. I was just checking it. I want to get on with the harvesting, but we need to skip through a bit more time. Actually, I think we should have enough milk to take a load of milk to sell.
Do we have a corn header?
No, we need to buy one actually. It's one thing we don't actually have. So that's one thing we do need to buy, and the sugar beet harvester as well. Somerset Farms, I've not downloaded it to have a look at yet. I did see a few pictures of it though when it was released. Ford Car, what series are you most proud of? One that you think that looks the best? To be honest, I'm never 100% happy with any of the farms I've built. There's always stuff I'd make changes to improve. And there's always more stuff I'd like to have done on most of them that I just never got time to do. But one of the ones I'm probably most proud of is Grizzly Mountain, because that was the first time I've ever proper doing like forestry and building my own farm up like in that way. I really liked. So I think Grizzly Mountain is probably my favourite from that point of view. I don't know why I'm going in here. No triggers around here. But so probably Grizzly Mountain is probably my my personal favourite. Thomas saying, Stevie, you don't like auto load.
Oh God, no.
I'm not a big fan of auto load myself. I only started using it on No Man's Land because I was getting fed up with the pallets glitching out and flying halfway across the map. I was like, I just can't deal with them anymore. I don't mind loading pallets. I just got frustrated with how glitchy they were in 22. I think they do seem to be a bit better now though after the last update they adjusted them.
Yeah, they're a lot better now, and especially when you have the liftable pallets.
Yeah, I
It's
think
so much easier. I literally load 4 pallets at a time, so
yeah, I think that
it kind of just takes
reduced
the
weight
speed
I
out.
think has definitely improved a bit, because I'm still struggling with some of the heavier pallets where that mod doesn't work on them. When you try lifting those up with the forks, they still kind of go a bit funny.
Yeah, the donut pallets are very heavy.
Yeah, they're
Like you
1.1
can't lift 2.
tons. I like that mod
Yeah.
I'm using. Are you using the same one I'm using?
The donut factory, yeah.
Yeah, because there's
Yeah,
two different
1.1 tons.
1.1 tons, but the donuts look like bagels. They look massive as well. They're like big, massive bagels. There's like 1.1 tons. That's quite heavy bagels. Forgot to check the price for milk. Hopefully we've come to the right place. I forgot we got the other sell point on here. Oh, it would be the other place that's the best price. Han saying I can't live without auto load. I like to go big more productions. Yeah, I think if I hadn't used auto load on No Man's Land, I probably would have got it by now, because there's so many pallets to move. Bit frustrating though that the premium potato pallets don't work with the auto load script. So I had to manually load those with the forklift truck, which I found those, once you start getting them next to each other, they was getting a bit glitchy. And because I was mainly doing that on the second computer, I was getting like frame rate drops after a while with so many pallets. Davis Farm, I've just bought a brand new New Holland T8 Genesis. Nice. Yeah, I think it comes down to that time thing as well. If you don't have much time to play farm sim, you don't want to jump on the game and spend, like, if you've only got a couple of hours to play every now and then, you don't want to spend an hour of that just loading up pallets, because I wouldn't enjoy that. It's often why in some of the 19 series, when I got production mods with pallets, often I ended up just neglecting them because I just couldn't be bothered to spend the time loading up all the pallets during a video. Because even when you speed it up, it still takes me a good while to load up like 30-40 pallets. And then when you've got several productions as well, you could end up spending like 60-70% of one video just loading up pallets, which is a little bit much. Yeah, Barbara's still there. We went to visit her earlier in the stream. Oops, I've lost where we are. I was trying to leave the. I didn't use auto load for pallets or bales on FS19. Trying to think. I think I did briefly on one series, but what I found is with the pallets, auto load pallet script on 19 was it didn't work with. It worked with some mods and not others, and it was kind of hit and miss which mods it would work with, so I gave up with using it at the end. Sometimes what I'd used to do was load up the pallets on a trailer ready to take and sell. Have we actually got anything to harvest yet? Yes, corn is ready. So once it stops raining, we'll grab the corn header and we can get the corn harvested.
If you buy the corn header there, I'll head to the store and pick it up.
Yeah. Let me just slow time down. Let's see what's on used equipment. Oh, is that the same as what we've got, isn't it? Yeah. That'd be nice. If we weren't moving maps, I'd get that and do our corn for silage, but actually, no, I don't want to customize this. What am I doing? I'm all over the place. Corn header. Can we get the 9 meter on our combine?
Yeah, I'd say it might even get bigger.
What header have we actually got for the ah, 10.8. Yeah, that's fine then. Let me just check the water situation. Cows could do a bit of water, sheep don't need it. Greenhouses we just topped up, so they should be fine. Oh, I forget you have to do the open the valve on this one. I'll leave that filling up. And then we'll go and get the corn harvested, and then we'll need to skip till November for the sugar beet and sunflowers. They'll be ready in November, and then we can start selling everything off. Best prices for most stuff will be next month. What we'll also do is probably get a trailer for this, so when we start selling the grain off, we can take more, because we've got quite a bit to take. Yeah, 104,000 litres of barley. We'll keep some of that just for the chickens, so we'll probably sell 80,000, keep 24. We'll sell all the oats, sell all the canola, we can sell all the corn and sunflowers because we don't need that. Sugar beets as well. I think this time, because we're moving maps, we'll sell them all. But next time we do sugar beets, we'll probably look at getting the sugar beet processor or something like that, so we can do something else with them. Still filling up. Do you need a mod to not pay for water? For this particular fill station, you don't pay for water. Some I think you do. It depends on the mod. I think the in-game, the base game water station you pay for. So I think it just depends on the mod itself, like the water refill point, whether it's set to charge you or not. This particular one that comes with this map doesn't charge you. I think some of the others do, and then there's a few on Mod Hub that don't. It depends on the actual mod itself. But I don't think there's a particular mod that changes everything to free water. You can get from some maps, you can get water from like a lake or pond or rivers if it's set up. Obviously the water on this one you can't get water from, so you need to put the refill station. But like the base game maps, Elm Creek and Hobale, when you can get free water from the river or the little water ponds around the map. What is my favourite game? Favourite game of all time? That's a difficult one because I've enjoyed so many games for various different reasons. I don't know, that's hard. That's a difficult question. I don't know if I have a particular favourite. That's a tough one. So I've got so many games I really love. I say they're all slightly different games for various different reasons. So I really love Skyrim. Well, Elder Scrolls in general. Like I've enjoyed all the Elder Scrolls games, but really enjoyed Skyrim. Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, and Red Dead Redemption, love those. Grand Theft Auto, really enjoyed 5 and 4 as well. There's so many games I've really enjoyed playing. Yeah, it's difficult to say a particular single favourite. CSGO, FS COD or Minecraft. I really enjoyed Minecraft, although I haven't played Minecraft for years. But I did really enjoy Minecraft when I played that. I did play it quite a lot, but I haven't played that for a long time. Oh yeah, we'll just go and check on the silage bales. And they may be ready now. We can start collecting these up and take these to sell. Yeah, there's silage. We'll get the get those collected up and we'll get those sold. My favourite story mode game is the Red Dead Redemption series. Yeah, I really loved Red Dead Redemption 2, and I still go back to it every now and then. It's a bit like Grand Theft Auto 5 as well. I've completed it about 4 or 5 times. Well, every now and then I always like to just go back to it and have a play around on it. Even though it's like nearly 10 years old. But I enjoy so many different games. I love Forza, I love Forza Motorsport, it's like Forza Horizon. It depends what mood I'm in a lot of the time. Assassin's Creed, I've really enjoyed those, although I've found the last few Assassin's Creed games I enjoyed Odyssey and I've really enjoyed Valhalla, but they just don't really feel like Assassin's Creed games. They should just be called like Vikings Valhalla or something and drop the Assassin's Creed bit from it. Well, I like RPGs. So back in the day, I used to love Final Fantasy. I haven't played a Final Fantasy game for ages. I did try 15, but I never really got into it. But I played all the old ones, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. I don't tend to play COD or Battlefield very much anymore. I used to enjoy that more when I used to play online with my friends. We used to do multiplayer. Do you know Minecraft new updates? No, I say I haven't played Minecraft for years. I can't remember when the last time I played. Probably, I haven't played it since I moved house, and that's been nearly 5 years. So any updates since then I haven't seen. I think the last time I played it was trying to think what was on there at the time, what the last thing I remember being added to it. But I say it's been that long, I can't even remember. MC, yeah, YouTube saying congrats on 115k subs, thank you very much for that, appreciate that. And yeah, thank you to everyone that's subbed to help me get to 115k. Slowly growing. Nathan Agri 2000 Farm saying hi, hey to you. What about car mechanics sim? I played car mechanics sim for a bit a few years ago as well. I enjoyed that, but I got bored of it after a while. It was fun to start with, but I like games like that too a bit. But it's those type of games I do get bored of quick. City Skylines I enjoy, Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, Roller Coaster Tycoon I used to love, not so much the last one that brought out. But when I first got my PC, Roller Coaster Tycoon I think was one of the first PC games I ever bought. I absolutely love that game. How old am I? I am... I forget how old I am now. Where are we? 2022. 39. Oh. I think there's only one place we can sell silage. Is that? Yeah, main farm shop. I've not played American Truck. I do own it, but I've not actually played it yet. I bought it when it was on sale on the Steam store, so I bought all of the DLC and the base game. I think some of the DLCs and the base game were like 80% off at the time. Some of the new DLCs were like 50% off. So I bought that a few months ago. It may have been in the winter sale actually. But I've not actually got round to playing American Truck Sim. I do play ETS, but I haven't played that for a while. But I do have that and all of the DLCs that have been released for that so far. Again, since Christmas I've really been struggling to find time to do anything else other than play Farming Simulator and recording videos. Recording, editing, and then if I'm not recording and editing videos, I'm either out in the garden or doing other stuff around the house that needs doing. I'm spending time with the wife. My spare time to sit down and play other games has been pretty much zero. Since FS22 came out, I've not had much time to do anything else. Arshawn saying hello Mr. Sim and Stevie, hey to you. Akash saying hi Stevie.
Hello.
Big T Farm saying cool, love to hear that you still enjoy the game. I'm 33 this year. I've been playing video games since I was about 8. I learned a lot back going around friends' houses when they had the Nintendo Entertainment System, and my other friend had a Master System. I used to go around there playing on their games. The first console I ever had myself was a Sega Mega Drive with Sonic the Hedgehog. My Christmas present many years ago. But I've always had a console. So I went from Mega Drive to PlayStation 1. After that, then I had the PlayStation 2. I was saving up for a PlayStation 3, but it kept getting delayed on release, and all my friends had an Xbox 360, so I decided to get an Xbox 360 instead, so I could play online with my friends. And I did eventually get a PlayStation 3 when Gran Turismo released on it, but I never really used it very much. It ended up becoming a Blu-ray player because I preferred the Xbox. So I kind of stuck with Xbox pretty much after that. Although at some point I may possibly get a PlayStation 5 because there are quite a few games I'd really love to play that are PlayStation exclusive. But it's just trying to actually get hold of one. You started with the PS1, yeah. I had the PlayStation 1 with FIFA Soccer, whichever version of FIFA Soccer it was that year. And then I had Tomb Raider. I think it was like the first 2 games I had on the PlayStation 1. Well, that's back in the days when I was at school and had to rely on my parents to buy new games. Earth1 saying it's been 3 months since my member badge reset and YouTube still works on the fix. YouTube seems to be a bit slow with some things. It's probably one of those things on their list of priorities is like on the lowest of the list. Face reveal's not up yet. I was supposed to do one for the 100,000 once I got the YouTube play button, and the YouTube play button is still sat in the box. So I never got round to doing the video of like unboxing it and doing the face reveal for it. So it's actually sat in the box just on my desk next to me at the moment because I moved it the other day. It's only been about 6 months since I got it. Seems a bit stupid now though, doing an unboxing for it and I'm like 15,000 subs over that. Yeah, I don't understand why it's why you've gone back down to the blue. What I'm finding the problem is as well is if you've got auto renewal on, sometimes what happens is your current subscription comes to an end but it doesn't auto renew straight away, and then it kind of shows that you've cancelled, and then a few days later it'll show you've rejoined, which I don't understand like how it works. It's a little bit annoying for me because obviously I get a thing showing that the subscription's cancelled. So if I update like the subscriber list and then a couple of days later it'll come up that they've rejoined, and it's like I then have to go through and it's a nightmare to keep track of. They definitely could do with a better system for how it works. Possibly a bit more leeway if you are renewing. Like you get a bit longer to renew and it carries on rather than started again, but so I have no idea how it fully works, and we are full. We're trying to pick up the last 2 bales when we were already full. Yeah, it's weird that is. I think for me at the moment, every member is showing up as blue for some reason. I'm pretty sure not everyone is on the blue level. Maybe it's just a glitch with the chat. Akash, my first game is Doctor's Derv. I'm not sure what that is. I remember when I left school, it's one of those things you always remember, is the very, very first ever game I ever actually bought myself with my own money from my first week at work was Driver on the PlayStation 1. That was a quality game, that was, back in the day. I remember that, getting my first ever paycheck and being so excited. Going straight out into town on the way home from work and buying Driver. I think it was the same date it released as well. Yeah, I check it manually every now and then. I will say it's such a pain to keep track of. Because it's if somebody's got it auto renew and the auto renew doesn't happen, I don't know if it's because it falls on a weekend and then YouTube don't process it till the following week. That it then comes up that that person's cancelled, and then it shows up they've rejoined. So then it is a nightmare to keep track of for doing the list. So often I'll just check it once a month. But then it's like I could remove somebody and then they've showed up rejoined a few days later. It's like just an absolute nightmare. Mark is saying Super Mario on the Nintendo Entertainment System was the first game for me back in the 80s. Nice. I never got into Nintendo. I had quite a few friends that had Nintendos. It was always that thing at school, it was like Sega versus Nintendo. But yeah, I used to go around my friend's house, they used to come around mine, I'd play on their Nintendo, they'd play on the Mega Drive around mine. So I got to play Mario and loads of other Nintendo games, but I never actually owned one myself. I did briefly own a GameCube. Yeah, many years ago I bought a GameCube which stayed at my ex-girlfriend's. So I used to play on it when I went round her house. Whatever actually happened, I've probably still got that in the box somewhere in the loft. Well, we'll just drop this off, there's only 2 bales on there, but I think we've got... possible to keep those silage bales now. I'll drop that off and we'll go and see how Steve is doing.
Yeah, I'd say the corn trailer is nearly full, I'd say anyway.
Yeah, I'm just on my way over now. Does anybody play Train Sim? I've played Train Simulator in the past, but a bit like Flight Simulator like I mentioned last week. I enjoy it, but I find I get bored of it very quickly. Same with Flight Simulator. I really enjoy Flight Simulator and I do go to it every now and then. But after a while I find I get bored of it very quickly. They're currently 73%, so this might fill it up. Nick's Technics saying my first game was Battlefield. Not a bad game for your first one. Mark is saying here, some had Sega, some had NES, we played at each other's house. Yeah, we was always around different friends' houses. 98%. It was the same when I had my PlayStation 1. My best friend at the time had a Sega Saturn. So I used to go around his house and we'd play different games on the Saturn. Archie Plays RB saying hi, hey to you. Stop Motion by MG saying what time is it for you here? Midwest. Oh, I've crashed into the trailer because I'm reading the chat. Time for me is just up there in the top right hand corner, if you can see that. It's currently 5 minutes to 10 PM. So about 5 hours ahead of you. Yeah, so I'm 5 hours ahead. Han saying still got that in the box somewhere, my brain, the GameCube or the ex-girlfriend. Yeah, I definitely don't have an ex-girlfriend in a box somewhere in the house. I love the GameCube. I had the Harry Potter game on there, which was quite cool. Trying to think what else I had in there. Was it Luigi's Mansion, I think, Mario Kart, or one of them, whatever it was at the time. I only got it because my ex-girlfriend used to take hours and hours to get ready. So if ever we was going out and I was at her house, I'd be sitting there for hours waiting for her. So in the end I bought the GameCube just so I had something to do while I was waiting. Drasco saying, hello best YouTuber, I just want to say hello and I hope you have an amazing evening. Thank you for that, and thanks for stopping by the stream, and I hope you have an amazing evening too. Big T Farmers get 1 hour ahead in Norway. They're on Central European time. This map is currently no man's land, but we are changing more than likely next. We're definitely not going to get finished up tonight on here, so we'll probably have to finish up on here next stream, then switch over. So we'll probably transition midway through next stream onto the new map and then start getting that set up. Not sure how it will work with transferring stuff over. I'll have to see what the best way of doing that will be. Bales I can do easy. I can just put the easy developer control mods in, then just add in the equivalent amount of bales we're going to take. Animals I can just add in once we've built the animal pens, and then just deduct any money. And I can easily add in the correct amount of feeds using the console command to fill a trailer up with the right amount of feed, which just transferring the equipment over. I'd have to do that via the XML files, which obviously I won't be able to do on stream. Oh, I'll have to try and think about that for next week. Next stream will be next Wednesday. I think. Are you okay for next Wednesday, Stevie?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so it should be next Wednesday. We may do the odd weekend here and there, but for now I'm going to stick to Wednesdays. Yeah, so currently we're harvesting corn, then we've got a field of sunflowers and sugar beets left to do, and that'll be everything harvested on here. And then we just got the crops to sell off. Any pallets we've got produced, we'll sell all those off, and then we can start selling off the land and the buildings, and then the final money total will transfer over to the new map. Yeah, pretty much waiting the No Man's Land final. So I wasn't sure if we'd get everything done tonight or not. So we've got an hour left. We've still got all the sugar beets to do and the sunflowers. Just trying to think. They'll both be ready next month anyway, so possibly forget the sugar beet harvester, Steve, if you want to do the sugar beets, and I'll harvest the sunflowers.
You know, I was going to say that. All right, if we divide and conquer and buy a trailer for the semi,
Yep.
at least we'll both have a trailer then.
I did add one in that's got a decent capacity, I think. Let's just check that again. Trailers. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I've never actually used this one. Trying to think. Spicy. What exactly are premium potatoes? Are they're just higher quality potatoes. So basically what that building does, it sorts potatoes out, which is kind of what they do in real life. Is not every potato you harvest from the ground is suitable for sale, to be used as potatoes for like food production. So some potatoes will be damaged and they get sorted out and separated, so that mod separates the potatoes, so you get a portion come out as waste potatoes, which you just sell as waste potatoes. I don't think you can use them as pig feed. I'm not 100% sure if that mod allows you to use the waste potatoes as pig feed, which would be a good thing if it does, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So premium potatoes are just undamaged, good sized potato and stuff like that. So it's the stuff that you get at a higher price when you sort them out and selling them as standard. And then you get seed potatoes, which with that mod you can use them in your planter. So you can keep those and replant them for the next year's crop. Plus you can also bag seed potatoes up and get a higher sell price than if you sell them as standard potatoes. So it's a bit of extra work palletising them all up and everything. I like the potato washer and potato sorter that was on FS19, where it gave you what waste potatoes came out as pig food. The only thing I didn't like about that was the sorter was extremely small. It was like a nightmare just using that tiny little potato sorter. I was really hoping they would have come out with a larger capacity one. So this mod's kind of a larger scale on the potatoes, but it is a lot of work loading them up, moving the pallets, and then moving the pallets again to put them through the bagger. I was trying to think I don't know what the potato price is. Standard potatoes are $3.15. I think that you pretty much get double that if you put them through that potato sorter. So it's one of those things, is it actually worth the extra work? Not 100% sure. Well, I thought I'd give it a go anyway. I don't know if I'll use that particular mod again on my own. But we'll leave that there for a minute. Go and check this. Still not enough for a full load. Where are your followers from? I was shocked when I saw mine was from Poland. Mine are from, I think 40% of my viewers are from the US. 60% then is made up from the rest of the world, mostly Europe though. So I think probably about 50% is made up from Europe, and then the 10% from the rest of the world, so Australia, New Zealand. I've got people from Brazil, I've had people from Korea, Argentina, Iran. Trying to think what other countries I've seen on there. I haven't looked for a while actually. I think Taiwan, Singapore, Japan as well. I think there's a few, the odd viewer from Japan on there. Well, yeah, the large majority is European countries. UK is a very, very small percentage. I think I've only got about 4% of viewers from the UK. It's probably why British maps don't do very well on my channel. Sven saying how many episodes of No Man's Land left. I imagine I'll be up to around about 125 when I finish. But at the moment I don't know for definite, it just depends how it goes. Jack32 saying they're from the UK. Where about in the UK, if you don't mind me asking? So I'm currently in Worcestershire. Worcestershire. As my old American friend used to call it, Worcester. Marcus is from Sweden. Archie plays saying I'm from the UK. Carlisle, a bit further north than me. How's the weather up in Carlisle? Lincoln. Two places I've never visited myself. Is that 94 saying Alexandre? I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Cloudy raining today. It was nice and sunny here today. We had torrential downpour this afternoon. Absolutely, like raindrops the size of golf balls. It's crazy. And then like 5 minutes later it was like blazing sunshine again. Been another one of those weird days where it's just been two different types of weather. Archie saying just making a repair shop in FS22, nice. Well, I've got all my Western Wilds recorded for now, so I'm back on No Man's Land time-lapse series tomorrow. But I'm really enjoying the Western Wilds. I don't want to stop playing on it at the moment. I'm at that point when I finish recording the episode, I'm really looking forward to getting the next episode done because I know what I'm going to be doing and I really want to get it done. That's when I know I'm really enjoying the map, when I don't want to stop playing it. I can't remember what I've got to do in No Man's Land next episode. I can't remember where I left off the last one. Be in the rain doing rounders. The only sport we ever did outside in the rain was rugby. Just pretty much when I was at school, if it rained or it was raining, the grass got wet, we weren't allowed to go out. We had to like stay in the gym for PE. If you use the Farm Productions pack, which is on the mod hub, I don't know if it's on all platforms. It's the same pack I'm using to do popcorn with corn. There is a building that does French fries from that pack. I think I've actually got it installed and I may have removed it actually. Just check. I did have it installed on here, but I think I took it off. So we weren't going to be using it just yet. Oh no, I've still got it. Yeah, so these buildings, they're farm production pack. So this one you see potatoes and you've got French fries, but you can do ice cream. There's like soy drink. There's so much stuff there, it's all gone off and I can't actually see what was on there. Let's wait for it to go back. I'm not sure what that one is. Or that one. Tomato juice, I think. Or tomato sauce. The popcorn, French fries, you can do pig food. I think that's an oat drink as well. Or oat cereal or something. I'm not sure what that board one is. Ice cream. Yeah, if you get the farm production packs, there's tons and tons. Actually, it'd be easy to show you in here. Because it actually tells you what they are. So you've got French fries, premium potatoes, noodles, tomato sauce, mixed salad, oat drink, oatmeal, popcorn, soy drink, and strawberry ice cream palette. So all of those are from the farm production pack. There should be a link on the No Man's Land. Trailer's full, Stevie, so I'll take this back.
Yeah, I'm done here now as well, so I'll take what's in the combine back as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I bought the trailer for the semi. We just need to get this sugar beet harvester. Oh, you should be able to buy that anyway, you're a farm manager. So.
Yeah.
All platforms, as Archie says, yeah. It's the one I'm using. I'm using the tiny little building for doing popcorn. I haven't actually tried any of the other stuff. I may try the soy drink because I've got a couple of fields of soybeans this year. Yeah, it would have been nice if in the base game there was like a potato production building, because it seems like a wasted crop not having any production with it. Oh, I think the silo's full again. Right, I think we need another silo extension. we got in there? 77,602 litres of corn. Corn's not a product I've actually done much of. When's the best price for corn? January, June. 838 is the highest. What current price? Yeah, we're probably not going to do well on the corn, but I'll speed up time a bit because we forgot we need to actually skip to the next month, don't we? Right, go and start harvesting the sunflowers. They're not actually ready to harvest. No, wrong one. Let's just check. Sheep could do with the wall pallets moving. I'll go and do that. Chickens probably top up their feed. Cows should be fine. Pallets are fine on that. No point in putting any more wood in there now because it's not going to get processed, so we'll leave that. Planks, we may need to go and move some planks. Furniture, we should be fine. Right, where's the front loader?
You might need to move the egg pallets as well, that area.
Ah, yes. I've just noticed, I forgot to check those yet. Definitely need to move those. That looks full, although we're not getting the error message come up. Well, I'm not seeing one anyway.
Yeah, it came up on my screen there.
Ah, did it? There we go, probably about 100 grand's worth of eggs when we sell these. What I'll do when we transfer over to the next map, I'll put that mod I'm using on the time-lapse series, the fenceless husbandries, which has got larger capacities. So you can have, I think it's pretty much double the amount in the chicken coop for the same price, just minus the fence. Potatoes should be able to return into potato chips. Yeah, I think there's definitely production lines that could have put in very easy for potatoes. Just to give them a little bit more of a reason to do them. Because they've got sugar beet, you can chop it up for chopped sugar beet, which you can take to the BJs. So you kind of got something a little bit different you can do with those, but potatoes don't have anything. It's kind of like relying on mods for those. Gabrielle saying good night from Brazil. Good night to you. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Jose saying hello, hey to you. Spicy is saying I was thinking of waiting until the sequel of FS22 comes out to buy a new farm simulator. I'm still on 19, should I just get 22 now? You could be in for a long wait for another version. I'm kind of on the opinion that I think it will be another 3-year cycle for this game, so the same, so 19 to 22 with 3 years. I think we're probably going to end up with the same for this one. I may be wrong and they may go back to a 2-year, but my feeling is it may be 3 years again, so you could be waiting another 2 years or so for the next FS. I'm sure I'll just wait for it to come up on a sale and get it on a sale. I mean, it's currently on the Xbox Game Pass on PC and Xbox, so if you've got Game Pass you can get it on there to play. Now, I'm sure there'll be many other sales around for it, so I'd definitely say it's worth getting now. Gabrielle saying very good, this farm. Not as nice as I would have liked it to have been. Well, I was in that same position when we started. We never had much money to waste on building the farm up. It's always like trying to get better equipment. So the farm never kind of built up the way I envisaged it going. But hopefully on the next one we can get a lot more done. Alex Ross is saying thumbs up and love heart. Thank you for that. Ash saying, which John Deere should I use for the new car lift? I'm not trying to place one there. I'm trying to store it. Which John Deere for the new car lift? I don't know, which John Deere have you got? Or are you buying one specifically for it? I'll just move these last few wall pallets and we'll head over to the sawmill. Actually, so try and nudge that one out of the way. T-Dog saying hello, how's your day going? It's going very well, thank you. Hope yours is too. Are you buying one for it? Fork stuck in the ground. No idea. A green one? Any console? Any console one? I don't know what's on console. Are you going for a US or European? What I did need to do was chickens, wasn't it? Sheep. Chickens should be fine actually. I'll just head over to the sawmill, we'll get the pallets moved over there. Skip up time a little bit. Still plenty of space. A lot of the US styles. Maybe the new 8R from is it the custom modding? See, if it was me, I'd get the US custom moddings 1000 series. So they did the is it the Fence and Challenger US style? It was released the other day. I'd get one of them personally. I'll just clear these out of the way so we're not filling up the actual storage space. I think we try and do, we've got what, 35 minutes left, so we'll try and get the harvesting finished off. Now I'm moving the pallets, I'll speed up time a little bit faster, just so we can actually get those fields ready to go. Yeah, so we're definitely going to get everything finished off tonight. I was being a bit over ambitious thinking I would. Jesse's saying hi. Hey to you, Jesse. Not seeing you in chat for a while. Hope you're doing well. TC Agri saying, how's it going, Sim? How are you and Stevie doing? I'm doing very well. Hope you are too. You know, just just trying to finish up the harvesting on No Man's Land for the last time. And we'll start having our big sell-off. We'll just move these last few pallets, then we'll go and crack on with the sunflowers. I don't live in the US, so no idea, and I'm not going to talk about it because I know it's quite a lots of people have different opinions on it, so it's not something I want to discuss. Oh. So this is why I use auto load. Next map more than likely will be Calmlands, unless something else comes out between then and now. Or something came out recently that I've not seen that may be suitable. I don't think there has. I've been trying to keep up with mod releases. I don't think I've seen another map. Robin Marsh saying, hey Sim, any other games you're into? I tried doing some videos on Transport Fever 2 on my other channel. There's something a bit different. Where I'll give up. I've just been struggling to find the time. I doubt I will do any other games on this channel. Where do these pallets keep coming from? I'm actually thinking I've got the last two moved. Yeah, I think this channel now being built up, everyone subscribed to this channel for Farming Simulator, and what I've found in the past from other channels I've watched, when they start doing other games, they don't get many views on those games and it ends up... I'll give up. Right, that's it. That's enough pallets for today. I find that their channels end up stagnating because they're getting low views on videos from other games that their subscribers aren't interested in, and then that has a knock-on effect to when you do post up stuff that the most people are interested in. You don't tend to get that video pushed as much because your previous videos didn't do very well. So I'd possibly do different farming games on this channel, just for something a bit different. But I probably would more keep it farming related on this specific channel. That's one of the reasons why I set up the second channel, was to do different stuff. We'll say I've really struggled to find the time to get any extra videos done. But I do want to try and get back to that at some point. Yeah, that's the trouble if you're going to do a variety channel where you play different games, you need to do it from the get-go. When you concentrate solely on one game, that's what I know everybody that subscribed to the channel has subscribed because of Farming Simulator. so that's what they're into. Not everyone's going to be into other games. So yeah, you'll get some people watch it, but not everyone's going to watch it. A lot of people will just think, I don't subscribe to this channel for that content, and they won't watch it. And I say, what happens then? You end up with one video where you only get 1,000 views on it. Then YouTube looks at that and thinks not many of your subscribers watched that your last video, so then when your next video comes out, they don't push it as much to your subscribers, and then after a while you end up getting all of your videos getting really low views. It doesn't get pushed out to anybody, and your channel just ends up stagnating. I've seen quite a few channels across like various different niches it's happened to. They kind of get stuck. I mean, there's one channel that I used to watch that used to do Minecraft videos years ago. They built up their core subscriber base on Minecraft stuff, and then they started doing other games, and they probably get less viewers now than I do, and their channel's on, I can't remember, it's been a few years since I've watched them. I think last time I remember looking, they were on about 1.6 million subscribers, and they were getting like less than 10,000 views on their videos. It is hard when you do YouTube, especially when you do a specific game, to keep motivated to keep playing this game. So I've struggled in the past, so I really just don't want to play FS anymore. I just kind of like stuck playing it because that's what my channel is. Yeah, the other channel is Sim Farmer Plus. If I can get it to work, let me just stop the combine. I did reset Cloudbot earlier, but again, I don't know if it's actually working. I'll try it again, see if it's working now. Alright, actually deactivate that now because we're all out of wood. Yeah, but basically it's Sim Farmer Plus. Oh, there you go, it worked now. So that's the link to my other channel. While I'm there, if that's working, see if I can get Stevie's link to work. I did try it earlier, but it didn't actually work. There you go, there's the link to Stevie's channel if you want to check out Stevie's channel for the time-lapse version of this stream. So you can see all the stuff Stevie's doing where you can't see him. So he's like baling up the silage earlier, which you couldn't see, harvesting majority of the corn, moving pallets. So you can see the stream from Stevie's point of view in time-lapse form, and also Stevie's got his own Western Wilds and No Man's Land time-lapse series ongoing at the moment as well, so check out Stevie's channel if you haven't already, and give him a sub. I don't know when the next Calmsden video will be out. I can't say when at the moment, but I do hope to get back to it. I was all ready to get back to it, and then the update was due out for it, and I thought I'd hold off for the update and then start a new save game and transfer everything over and get it up to the same point with precision farming on as well. But I couldn't find the time to get it sorted. So I haven't abandoned the other channel. I do hope to get back to it at some point. So at the moment I have no idea when it will be. There's a Big T Farmer subscribe, thank you for that. So what I really need to do is get ahead on this channel first. So I'm a few days ahead with videos, which makes life a lot easier then. So the trouble when I fall behind on this channel, what I end up doing is having to record a video, edit it and then render it straight away. Which means that when I would usually have a little bit of time to then record something else, I can't because my computer's tied up rendering. Where normally what I'd do is record a video, edit it, then record the next video and then set the other video off rendering overnight, so I'm not got downtime on the computer while I'm waiting for a video to render. Robin Marsh, is there anything you'd like to add added into this game or the next FS? One thing I'd love to see in FS is more effect from the weather itself actually in the base game, so when it rains it has more effect on the actual terrain, so fields start getting muddy when you're driving in them, and puddles form on roads, and vehicles look like they're actually getting wet rather than just having some rain image on the screen. It was a slight improvement with the windscreen wipers actually working, but it would be good to see actual some proper effect from the rain having an effect on the actual terrain as well. Another thing I'd like to see is some more crops and equipment for harvesting them. I've mentioned a few times about that. So I know we've had various different mods for carrots, onions, but there's so many other crops as well that could be added in. Peas, cabbage, so there's countless different ones. Just generally more stuff on the farming side as well, as it is a farming simulator. So I'd have much rather have had additional crops and equipment for harvesting those crops than having the productions added into the game. I still think grapes and olives are a complete waste of time. They're just not worth the investment. So it's like, yeah, Giants had this new crop and then they make it so underpowered it's not worth the hassle of doing. Payne's saying, I love how Stevie stopped making videos and just had just a few days later returned to YouTube. Yeah, sometimes you just need to completely walk away from YouTube. I've mentioned I've had moments in the past, usually just for a week or so, where I've got to the point where I'm like, I just can't do any more. I just have to stop, take a break, and I don't do anything for YouTube. I don't look at comments, don't watch anything on YouTube, don't look at anything. I just like complete break from it, because I know I'll end up getting really frustrated with it if I carry on. TC was saying Steve has stopped for about 2-3 months. He was quite upset when you announced he was stopping.
Yeah, playing FS is like a very addictive drug. You can never walk away and stay gone.
and grab the trailer so we can unload. I think we're going to struggle to get this done for 11. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Once I get finished here, I'll come and help you out anyway.
Yeah, I've literally done one complete pass around the headland and then probably a quarter of the second pass. That's all I've managed to do. I've realised this field is quite a bit bigger than I remembered it being.
I think our truck is even struggling to pull the full trailer of sugar beets as well.
Yeah, I thought it may. I think that may try a different truck because I don't think that one seems particularly good.
Yeah, it's a nice truck, but it does struggle. Like probably the actual in-game one is probably a lot better, I'd say.
I don't know about that actually. Probably the in-game man is probably no better than that, to be honest. The Phoenix may have been, the Tatra Phoenix may have been a better one, but I didn't have that installed. I may swap that out. I'll have a look for another one because I did think when I bought that trailer, I thought I'm sure if that truck will struggle. Yeah, we're leaving no man's land once we've finished up. We're going to move on to a new map. So I love no man's land, but it's time for a change. We've been doing it since what, December. So for the live streams, we've been on here for like 6 months. And also because I'm doing the time-lapse series on no man's land as well, I think it's be nice to have something a little bit different. The time-lapse series will continue. Yeah, with 20 minutes left, but I can't not finish this field off. I doubt we'll get it finished in 15 minutes. It may be a little bit later.
It should be done by a half 11 minutes, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, I may have to get a move on them. Maybe I should have bought a sunflower header for this, a 12 metre with faster working speed. Flew through it then.
You could just set the speed of that one a bit faster and go on.
No, I didn't select it for the highest work speed. Stupidly. I'll have to take it to the workshop. We'll see, 15 minutes, we'll see how we do. Once I've got the headlands done, we've opened up the field. That usually takes a big chunk out of it. See if I can stay awake to finish this. I feel like my eyes starting to go heavy now. I don't think we have a mobile toolbox. Is there one in the base game?
No, it's a mod.
We don't have the mobile tool. How much have we actually done? We've got loads to do. Definitely think we might need to go and increase the speed of the header just to finish this field off. We ain't gonna get it done all, boys. We'll go and do that. Actually, I've got a better idea. Tools. Oops, I just took out half the field. What's the fastest we can go? I don't really like harvesting really fast, to be honest, but I think in this situation needs must. Good job we finished with that field. Have to do a bit of fast farming, as fast as we can anyway. Too fast now. I like the slow paced harvesting. One thing we'll look at doing is not straight away, but at some point we'll look at getting the slightly bigger combine. Get the larger header on it as well. Yeah, DJ Go Ham fast farming spec. I usually put the, when I buy the headers, I usually use the adjustable work speed to increase the speed, but I still harvest at the normal speed. But it's good to have that option of going fast if I'm short on time and I need to get that field finished off a little bit quicker. I think we're losing yield. I don't know if is that actually, anybody know if that's actually a fact? If you harvest too fast you don't yield, get as much yield, or is it not matter? It did seem to go an awful long way there before it was full. Robert Marsh saying, got to go, similar to the videos, man, and Stevie's videos too. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the stream and enjoy the rest of your week. I'm looking forward to the starting on the new map. So as much as I love No Man's Land, I'm really looking forward to getting the new map up and going. Still got loads left. Combine's a bit loud. Oops. Oh. What if my stream deck is working properly? I should try that. Right, hopefully that's a little bit better. I think that's a bit too much. Yeah, hopefully that's a little bit better. I've just increased the mic volume slightly as well. Although I think that's maybe a little bit too much. We'll see. You find it fills faster when you harvest quicker. I was expecting it to have filled up a little bit quicker than that. It obviously feels faster because you're going faster, but I don't know if you tend to go further before it actually fills up. I don't know. It's a bit weird. I've just all of a sudden started going really, really warm in here. I mean, I've just realised it's like 27 degrees in my office at like 11 o'clock in the evening. That's a little bit too hot for me. There's trouble with streaming as I can't have the air conditioning on at the same time because it was just too much background noise. That may be an issue the further we get into the year because it does get very, very hot in my office in the evenings. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that actually for streaming. The trouble is when I've been recording in here all day as well, I've got two PCs running. My office is on the front of the house, which gets the sun in the late afternoon and in the evening. So it gets hotter in this side of the house in the evening than it does earlier in the morning. So there's been times in the past where I've finished and I've come in here in the evening, it's been like 34 degrees. It's just been unbearable. I think now we're getting into June, that's going to start getting worse and worse in the evening. So yeah, that's something to consider what I'm going to do for streams, because not being able to have the air conditioning on. Yeah, not even summer yet. When we have hot days, I say I've been in here and it's been like 38, getting close to 40 degrees. So last year I invested in an air conditioning unit, but it's far too noisy to have on while I'm streaming. The only thing I can do is leave it running for a bit, for a few hours before the stream and try and get the temperature right down. That's something I'll have to look into. There's no way I can sit in here streaming this if it's, say, 27 degrees is too warm for me. I could try it. So I'll have a look when it comes and see. I'll sort something out. Yeah, I've not really suffered from hay fever. Something I've never really, it's never really affected me that much. TC Agrisan, I'm in a New Holland cutting grass and it's way too warm. Yeah, I'm not a hot weather person at all. I much prefer it cooler. I used to hate the summer because I used to work in basically a scrapyard, which I like to call a metal recycling centre. Doing maintenance, we used to be outside in the sun quite a bit, and I had to wear like full overalls, boiler suit. And when you're out working and you've got a welding job to do and it's like 20 odd degrees outside and you're stuck in a little metal box welding away, it's just unbearable. I used to hate it. I always preferred winter at work because I always found it was far easier to warm up than it was to cool down. I've got a noise gate on my mic. The trouble is with the air conditioner, I'd have to have the noise gate set so high it'd probably start clipping into my voice. It is pretty loud. Even on the silent, like sleep mode, it's very loud. Now I have to use the noise gate because my PC fans can get quite noisy. So just to try and make sure the mic doesn't pick up any background noise like that. But the trouble is where my setup is as well, there's no way I could get the air conditioner set up behind the microphone. It'd have to be behind me, which is then more in line with picking up on the mic. Yeah, anything over about 22, 23, then it starts getting too much for me. We went to Cyprus, when was that? 2010. We went on holiday to Cyprus and our flight was quite late in the evening. And we got into Cyprus, I think it was like Paphos airport at 1 o'clock in the morning. And we left the airport, like obviously an air-conditioned airport. We walked outside and it was like 38 degrees at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was just like, the heat hit me and I was just like, oh my god, I just really hope the coach has got air conditioning. And I think the average temperature that week, the 2 weeks we were in Cyprus, was 47, I think, during the hottest part of the day. It was like the hottest weather I'd ever been in. We used to walk down to Ayia Napa from our hotel and we'd literally have to walk in every shop just to cool off on the air conditioning. It was like, right, walk outside, next shop, cool down. I think it like a 20-minute walk from the hotel to Ayia Napa took us probably about an hour and a half. Yeah, last time we went to Cyprus, we went in Easter, because it's obviously a lot cooler. But I don't think I could do another summer in Cyprus. As much as I love Cyprus, it's just far too hot. Yeah, not very well. 47 degrees is, I say it's crazy hot. No, we went in August, we was there. This is pretty much what I'll do is fill this up and then we'll take, I'll set a worker off and we'll go and unload this. Actually, maybe I'd stayed at Sandy Bay. We stayed in Nisi Beach. Last time we went, we rented like a villa in a small town on not far from Petry, in a small town village called Kalafos, which was really nice, but we went in April that year, so it's a lot quieter and a lot cooler. Right, we'll go and actually we might as well just go and sell this because we're going to start selling stuff off. So sunflowers, best price currently is the new sell point. Outside temperature here is let's see, currently 12 degrees outside. Or that's according to my phone anyway. It's getting a bit cooler in here. It's dropped down to 26.5 degrees. Yeah, I used to have a friend I used to play football with, was from Cyprus, and he used to go back for winter. It's like, so it was ridiculous. Like, say you can go skiing in the winter in Cyprus and then go sunbathing on the beach. We went up to the top of the mountain with the ski slopes where we went in summer, so it was obviously up. They got all the ski lifts there, but no snow. Right, so back up to 163,000. Obviously the sugar beet harvester, trailer, semi-trailer, and we bought the slurry tanker as well. Took a big chunk of our money, but we've still got loads of crops to sell off and all the land and buildings as well. I think I worked out last time we've got just under 600,000 in land on here. If we do go to calm lands, which I think more than likely will be, the land value on there, some of the land is a little bit more expensive, so we probably won't get as much land straight away as we've got on here. Hopefully the workers are almost full. Oh, did I not set the worker off? Oh no, he's full. So I didn't see the warning come up. Must have missed that. Hopefully he's full and I didn't just leave the pipe sat there. Not much left to do anyway. I'll unload this and we'll jump back in the combine. How you doing, Stevie?
Yeah, not too bad. I'd say I'm a good 3/4 of the field done and
Alright, I'll I've still got a bit to do, but it shouldn't take too long. Hills of Slovenia. I'm familiar with the name, but I'm not sure I've ever actually had a look at that map, or like download it to have a look around. So there's trouble. There's so many maps that have coming out and have come out already. It's difficult to do stuff on all of them. Well, it's probably impossible to do stuff on all of them. Definitely do have to pick and choose your maps. I probably won't do many more maps, if any, that I've done before, or try new stuff out. You're struggling with that truck a bit.
yeah. 20 kilometers an hour on a nice level ground.
Yeah, I definitely think we'll get rid of that one, and I'll have a look, see what else is on mod up, see if there's anything a bit better. It's pointless having a truck if you can't pull a full trailer.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise we just have to edit ones and pull more.
TC Agri saying can't wait for Stone Valley, such a nice map. Yeah, I enjoyed Stone Valley, but I took a short break from it but never got back to it on 19, so might be a map I'll look at returning to on 22 in the future. Alex Sullivan, thank you very much for the subscription. Hope you enjoy the content. Yeah, I don't have the scanner downloaded. I think the only semis I've currently got was that MAN one, or the MAN, that we bought, and I've got the Tatra Phoenix that I'm using on No Man's Land. Apart from like the 82 Studio stuff, which is obviously the US style, don't think I have anything else. So I'll have to have a look on look for some other stuff for next time and look at changing that out, because that one's going to be no use to us if it can't pull a full trailer. If we do anything 14 hedgehogs. One thing I've not seen. I'm really hoping we get one in our garden so it eats all the slugs. Scott George, how are you? In the chat saying howdy everyone. Good to see you in the chat again. Although we're just finishing up. We're a little bit late. Just trying to finish off the harvesting and then we'll be finishing up probably in the next 5 minutes or so. Just got this field of sunflowers to finish and then we'll go and help Stevie finish off the sugar beets. And then that'll be all the harvesting done for No Man's Land. So next stream we'll finish selling off all the rest of the crops, any pallets we've got from the productions, then we can start selling off all the buildings, selling off the land, and then we'll get like a final total for how much money we're going to take to the next map, and then we can switch over. I may set up the save game for the next map ahead so it's ready to jump straight onto. So not 100% sure what I'm going to do for transferring the equipment off yet. But I'll try and sort that out. Scott George saying I'm good. I just got home but at least I caught the end. No worries. Hope you had a good day. Yeah, we should be switching to the new map. Not straight away though, we'll finish off here first. Mike, thank you very much for the subscription. Hope you enjoy the content too. But yeah, we'll move on to the new map next time. So we'll probably have an hour or just to finish off on here. I may do some prep work before the next stream just to get some stuff ready. So load up pallets onto the trailer ready to sell just to help speed up time a little bit. Mitchell saying, anybody know of any New Zealand maps for Xbox One? I don't think there is any at the moment. I think it's pretty much like the Australian maps. I don't think there's been that many on released on ModHub. I think there was a New Zealand map on FS17. I don't remember there being one for 19 on ModHub. So that's all these sunflowers done. So I don't play on console, so I don't keep up with what's available, but I know everything that comes out on console's out on PC, and I don't recall seeing a New Zealand map on PC for 22. I think there's an Australian map. That's probably about as close as you'll get. Big T Farm, so I'm really looking forward to the next stream, and me. So I'm looking forward to getting on the new map. I always like starting on a new map. Right, we'll leave that there. Right, what we can do is sell that land because we finished it. I crashed into a tree. Adam, thank you very much for the subscription. I hope you enjoy the content. We'll just unload this into the silo for now. We'll sell it off next time and then we'll go and do some carting for Stevie to finish off the sugar beets. How much you got left, Stevie?
Not a lot left now. Right. A small bit left.
So it should be finished in a few minutes. Bike Flame saying there is one for FS19, don't know what it's called though anymore. I think it's the old Kiwi farm, something like that. I don't remember that one. Mitchell saying I'll check out Southern Cross one after stream. Yeah, I think that's the only one I've seen so far on the mod hub anyway. I wonder if the next stream will be like 117 episode of No Man's Land on the time-lapse series. Possibly. Although we've sold off some of the stuff already, so... But it will be just pretty much like that, just selling off everything. What we've got left. So we've still got loads of crops to sell. $2 million, not quite 2 million, I don't think. So we got we did have 600,000 in land, which I've just got, what, 170,000 of.
There's 20 odd thousand in the truck trailer if you want to go with that.
Yeah, I'll put this up here for you. I'll take that. While we still can pull it at reasonable speed. Where's the best price for sugar beets? Is that the new sell point?
Yeah, that's what it was anyway.
Yeah, just about. Just about. Not much in it though. I changed the settings for closing covers. Or is it some mods are different?
I think it's on that one. It's for me, anyway, it's the 2 function 4 or something, or else it's whatever you use to close the pipe.
Yeah, I'm sure like closing covers is usually left button and then left on the D-pad. Well, this one seems to be up. Oh, jackknife again. Mitchell saying there was a FS19 Hawks Bay map. I'm not familiar with that one. One thing as well I don't like mods where the fill limit goes through the cover. Remember to go slow around the corners. I've got 6 pallets of clothes to sell, although they probably won't be at the best price for those, but I think even at the lowest price that's like 66,000 for those. We've got planks left from the sawmill, furniture, we've got a few pallets to sell. 2 pallets. You never know, we may get one more. Yeah, this is quite a big trailer. But definitely I think we'll replace the truck next time, because this one doesn't pull very well with the heavy loads. Probably do with a twin axle at the back rather than the single. Is that everything done?
Yeah,
just got to sell that off.
I'll tell the rest of this now.
Right, nice one. So Steve will go and sell that off when that's us all done for the harvesting. And then we'll call it an evening. A little bit, 22 minutes over time, but we've got everything finished that we wanted to do anyway. So we've got plenty of eggs to sell. We've got, I don't think we're gonna, I think we're gonna sell this load of straw bales, because we don't need that much straw. We've got all the lettuce to sell. We've got all the wool we can sell as well, because we're no point putting that in a production building that's not going to use it. And then we've got the buildings, and I don't think we've got any more land we can sell just yet, have we? Oh, we can actually. No buildings on that one. Don't think we've got anything on that one either. Can we sell? Nope. We need to get rid of the placeables on that one. And that one. They're not placeables. Oh, yeah, we've got the spinner in the other cell pointer on that one. And I think. Oh, we can sell that one. So we've got 4 areas of land to sell, which we can't sell yet until we've sold the buildings. So we're up to 528,000, and then what Steve is selling now, sugar beets. So that's another 4,247. So unfortunately we're not selling at the best time for some of this stuff, but it's a case of just selling it as it is. Although actually sugar beets isn't that far off the best price. Well, anyway, that's us all done. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you have, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. If you want to watch the time-lapse version of the stream, then please check out Stevie's channel, Stevie4K Gaming. There's links in the video description down below, and I'll try and put one in the chat in a minute as well. So go and check out Stevie's channel, give him a sub as well. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you, Stevie, for helping out again.
No problem at all. Anytime.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week. So we'll finish up on here. I'll probably come on ahead of time, maybe over the weekend, just to get a few things prepped so we can speed things up to get onto the new map, and then we'll jump over. So at the moment, Calmlands is looking the most likely destination, but that may change depending if another map comes out between now and then, I should say. It'd be difficult for it to come out between then and now. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you all next week. So thank you again for watching, and goodbye.